Thank you very much, Fambolem. Before we start, let I play for now. First lady look like electric music, and when thank you very much, Akman. First of all, I need to make a disclaimer. This platform does not own the copyrights to this music. This music was purposefully played for entertainment and educational value. Fambolem, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever on a day. And welcome to the program Inside Saloon today, na the then and now media empire where they broadcast live na Facebook. Me now na host and presenter, Mohamed Kamara, commonly known as Supermed. And today, na Wednesday, the 27th of January, 2021. Family, before I go any further, I want to check with me guest them as soon as they see now they try for join me. Madam Shaw and Mr. Ibrahim, una de hear me? Madam Shaw, you video day off and
yeah,
you audio day on mute. So now for unmute yourself so that you go hear where they talk.
You don't get me now?
Okay, yes, all good. That will see you like okay, that's good, that's great. At the same thing as well, Mr. Ibrahim, I hope say they hear you.
Yeah, loud and clear, please. Loud and clear.
That's great.
Thank you very much.
Very much. I will see say, okay, fine. That's good. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, before we go any further, I want to play with the usual ceremony. Now, please share. So we'll get a very, very important topic now. And as soon as the music will be open the program with, now a music when I first lady popularize, I may let that musically. So now I make we play them because what they can't talk today. Now about questions then, we're credible and reputable organization when they call the Africanist Press, where one of the leading journalists and Mr. Cheng Noba don't talk about the expenditures and the first lady in office. Now that's not the main theme of the topic today. But before we start, ladies and gentlemen, before we start, I want to give a short monologue before we start. Please. We continue for share. We appreciate greatly. Most of we loyal fans in this particular platform. We appreciate greatly. Please, we continue for share. You know, the 44th president of the United States of America, former President Barack Obama, the talk say elections have consequences. You know, I know say most of we na the Sierra Leone community, the diaspora and Sierra Leone. Always connect for talk, say, we not like politics, we not mix for politics this, politics that. But what we all know as Sierra Leoneans, wherever we do, is that we are all politicians. Because you're going to match it. You go by Pepe, this Pepe don't there, then are politics. Because you know, how that Pepe they be there. Now people in there in authority where they make decisions then, where they affect we all. So one way or the other, either directly or indirectly, we all live for politics. And I make wise president former President Barack Obama say, election get consequences. What would they do so? We not just do it more for fun. We they do it for bring kind of information they are to now, so now we're going to be well informed going forward. So when I say election time, we all go grab and voting people they want to know say yes, then people at least will get some sort of confidence in them, say, then go able to deliver. We don't sit down, fall foot. So no politics, we mix for politics not this, politics not that. Because what you do, if we mix so, not mix so, it affect we. So now, I advise this one I get from this evening before we start the show. And the word is very, very important and significant. Where former President Barack Obama be talking. He said elections, they get consequences. So if we say we don't mix for politics, the consequences behind the line, it can be very, very severe. As most of we don't experience them like today. So, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Sierra Leoneans, I want to urge you again. I want to thank you for continue for share. Please, continue for share. And like I said today, we'll get a very, very important topic. Some of you guests can get for January later. As soon as this now, don't get some already we don't January, but some then go January later. But before I go any further, I'd like to introduce some of the guests that we don't January first. The one that they see so now the screen up fine people them. Them people there are patriotic people and people who like their country. Then they go up and down for the country, try to do all kinds of things for support them people them and the country. So very, very pleased for getting our platform today. Like when I say ladies first, I will begin first with one of we own sister and somebody who has someone a patriotic Sierra Leonean, Madam Ekeshaw from the United Kingdom, then they are with me today. Again, we get also the other brother, an outstanding brother, and a brother we also committed from the People's Network. Brother Ibrahim Sey Sise, all the way from the United States of America, himself there with me today. And other guests they get for come, but I go announce the name as then they come to the internet platform. But definitely we keep that dialogue so and continue for share. So before I move any further, I will call my guests now. May necessary introduce themselves, may necessary say kabo to viewers them. Madam Ekeshaw.
Me family all over the world, Sierra Leoneans. Me na Ekeshaw, popular known na social media, even other way. I greet you all in the name of God. We all fight for a good democracy in our country. I make we all stand for democracy. We not ever involve pan democracy. Like me not ever mix pan democracy. But it look like for say if we make thing go before, we just get for involved for no thing go before in our country. So I want to all help we all fight democracy in our country. I tell you all thank you for listening to we. Now continue for share the message.
Thank you very much, Madam Ekeshaw, and welcome to this particular platform, the Then and Now Media Empire, and the program Inside Salon today. Mr. Ibrahim Sey Sise. Hello, Mr. Ibrahim, do you hear me?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, of course, and I did get you loud and clear. Una kabo kabo. Good evening, the world we did. Family, people normally call the people's power.
Yeah, we get problem with your network. I think you bandwidth very low because they send on my screen here, so I don't know whether if you go adjust them as we go along.
Yeah, definitely. So you get that clear now? You get that clear now?
Yes, much better now, much better.
All right. I just tell family I reach out to family where they listen to me, where they watch me live all over the world. For tell family and say, me na Ibrahim Alpha Series say we normally people like he call the people's power. Let family not forget say they are under the courtesy of the National Campaign for Progress. We that body in an appellate body to ask next. So family, una cabo, I hope say una go listen to the program and una follow the program. Thank you very much.
Okay, then thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim Sise. And although we get small issues with the line, but thank you. We manage for you most of what you say. And first of all, I want to begin. I want to go directly to the topic we'll get today. I don't want to delay any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, please, my Lord, we continue for share. So we'll get plenty people who will witness this particular program live today. According to the African Express, they say first lady, some of the money they will itemize, where at least most of them now will not say, first lady says they don't confirm them. They say he spend on in shopping them and in guest them and this and that. The money now 7.89 billion leones. Where per money per United States dollar na 780,000 US dollars. The question where plenty people in the ask is that we know say the first lady we don't launch that program, Hands Off Our Girls. We get lots and lots of Sierra Leonean girl picking them. Small one them, some they go in an abusive relationship, some they don't get side for themselves. Where it be say where you gonna Freetown, Central Freetown and Nets at that park area, they see plenty people where they sleep in the streets. The question where people they ask is the expenditures for just per furniture, per guest name, we come to 780,000 US dollars. Now, why is expenditure that one day for the first lady for spend, considering the circumstances of the people that we want to look after in the country? Madam Ekeshaw, the question go to you, man.
Mr. Med, to be honest, I don't know how people can get for fail waiting at the top today, because the first lady get thanks them, you get people where they support her, even waiting to go wrong at the country, you get people where they knock chest for them on social media. They support them by waiting they do. Mr. listing part of the video day where then they interview the first lady. The first lady even claims say the guests they were invite, the first ladies they were invite for camp and for go and the answer for girls. Now him buy them tickets, now him pay for the all with the convoy there where they go with it, which means the securities whosoever they go with. Now him buy ticket for the all, he pay hotel bills, you know, so on and so forth. But the question is, this particular job where the first lady take up so, me I believe they get institutions they get ministries there where now they for connect to this action or this role where the first lady take that country day. So I don't understand why the first lady for take up that responsibility in day. Because there are so many things they on that country they where I not believe that the first lady in your job now your role. They get ministries them. They get people and when they for do that particular thing, they were the first lady to do so. If you look at way back again, the inauguration, what do you do? You spend huge amount of money when they never account for. From when they say then they investigate about that inauguration day. You know, you're nothing. This thing not happen back, answer for our girls. The institution don't come out, he confess and say, now this money is spent, now this money is spent. When me even make an audio, say the first lady lie, you not spend that kind of money. And you not ever buy ticket for any first lady. I will testify, say, let people prove me wrong. May they investigate, may they ask the first lady them, because there are so many ways for get linked to them first lady, for ask them if like the first lady buy for them ticket for go for that answer for a girl's day. So for now, at the stop here, sometimes Mr. Kaman Sise go buttress expand this small before I continue.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Ekeshaw. And before we go any further, I want to know, say, because always there's plenty arguments in the chat room them, you know, we get three things then. We get what they call opinion, we get what they call facts, we get what they call the truth. And then can differ, we can mix up them sometimes. And what me guess they talk say now, so today, some of them an opinion them. We get something on our facts, we get something on our truth. So they're all different. Because for instance, I always give this differentiation. Facts, it can be say, somebody tell me say, that quantity, they don't burn them. So somebody tell me that, they may go tell somebody, now the truth me tell them. Because what I do, I get if the waiting call from somebody, say this person tell me, say, now so happen, I'll go tell you exactly what he say. I don't tell you the truth, I don't lie you, because I saw them tell me. But is that a fact? It can be different. Because we know say what's in a fact, we know say nets they come and don't they clean. Then they will all the world agree say na fact. So we get alternatives and within NTR, so sometimes it's nice for all we clarify them. It's very important. So what me guess they say that mostly in their own opinion. And we all get right to our opinion them, how they see things, how they judge things. And again, as they continue for original, we continue for share. As the platform begin develop, we at this particular platform, we're very objective. We look at things and very critically and bring account to our own attention. Let us not be the judge. Again, thank you very much for that excellent response, Madam Ekeshaw. But Mr. Sise, you know, we know say we get that Finance Act when they be created. I think it was 2016 Finance Act. We say, you know they allow, you know they authorize, well I read them exactly what he say. Say, you know authorize so many pay money now the spouse of the president directly for any public or what's called business or social business. So many people they argue, first of all, say the idea that they pay money from the consolidated fund to the first lady in office in itself is questionable. What's your response towards that, Mr. Sise?
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. In the first place, you have said it all. You have said it all. In the first place, unconstitutional for let a first lady get a personal account where that account say now under the office of the first lady, where by law, constitutionally, we first lady, they don't forget any accounts now the Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, where they for run the office. That one day, number one, is unconstitutional. And that one day, now normally we call on the ACC. For let the ACC come out and investigate them things today. In any case, no day, when we don't get, we former president then. The late man where now former President Kaba, and then also where now the former President Koma, then wife they not be ever involved in them things today. I think say now the first time this in the history of this country, follow we get a first lady, they involved directly in national issues. Follow gets the first lady, the Salon government, they budget for a special one. And mind you, our listeners, their followers, their viewers, they know say, their money are where they pay to the first lady account. So now money the way they pay where citizens they don't know. Now money the way they pay where you and I where they pay tax. So Salon government don't know. Now money the way people they investigate, they know say exactly the first lady they receive their money they are. Because by right, anybody in the country, anybody will hold a public office where they use money, that money that they go through parliament. Now parliament get the right. Now parliament get the mandate. Now parliament get the sole constitutional right for make sure say they approve that money the way they use. That money are already first lady they use. So parliament don't know of them. Parliament don't approve them. Now all in the government officials them and people they're very close to the presidency. Now they know their money are where the finance minister, they pay to the first lady. And by right, what do we know? What do we land? What do we sabi? It's unconstitutional. Their money are where they give to the first lady. That's the huge amount of money. Whether they pay to them, whether they give to them, where by law, by right, constitutionally, you know, even deserve, forget that. The one where the first lady they claim, where AK show they try for talk. The first lady they claim say, he get several visitors them, and colleague first ladies them. When they come, now pay the bills them, now do everything for them. Then they tell the first lady say, that is not true, and then they're not so true at all. We say they do your investigations, and we they do investigations by the end of this year, January to February, we they come up with the facts, we they come up with everything and document, where we they back come up with document for sure say, yes, that is not true. No first lady not day where he pay tickets for and encourage them for come on that program day. The first lady not get right for do anything where they talk about diplomacy, where they talk about internationally. Now make we get a whole ministry where cover that one day. When at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, now they get the right, now they get the mandate, now then the Constitution give the right for make sure say anybody where they come to this country, where they come out overseas for come here, now then they arrange for in Kawan, now they make sure say they accommodate them, now they make sure say they do everything for them. You go in Kawan. So the Constitution not make it so we clear say now the first lady get that mandate say, now he get that right say for do them. Now, just because they want for involved in corrupt practices, now I make then they shift everything. The first lady they go and they just go and grab all that kind of stuff.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Cisse, the People's Power. I mean, for that passionate response. And again, before we begin arguing at the chat room, may I just read the segment we talk about that. He said, according to the 2016 Public Finance Management Act, states say the use of public funds must be based on stipulated agency or whatever body must be approved by Parliament. So all them payments are what's money like the public, the consolidated fund if we go through Parliament. But there was no evidence for proof that money and they will go to the first lady, then go through Parliament at all. So what the brother they talk completely in line, and I really appreciate the brother in passionate response because what they talk now, you know they come for can't say. Would they come chastise anybody or would they come do anything bad? No. Would they talk we want to talk the facts? Because when you do salon, we get limited resources. Many people in the suffer in the country. We all they suffer. One way or the other. You in diaspora, you they suffer, if salon they suffer. Because what you do, somebody they wait for the same for. So if they do well, you don't need for same for. Maybe you get to your nephew or whatever is responsible, go college, you don't go university, you don't study, don't. Now work no day for do. So you don't think I say, but this time pay one till they go university. So when you go down, I go look after and say, now you don't come on there, work no day, it's still about by you. So you said it's more money for saving the diaspora, you go for the meet and back to and back. So we know that. I mean, not to, we all see Adonian. If Salon not settle, if Salon is suffer, we all one way or the other, we all go suffer. So what did the boy talk so any passionate response is very, very much there in place. Madam Ekesho again, according to the fact where Africanist press pool, they say from 2018 to 2080 and 2020, in fact, in a month of cover about 30 months then, a period of 30 months. Financial record shows say the first lady then paid to over 22 point something billion leons. This now over $2 million US. Not a small money, where he withdraw and spend and boku team them, where include $780,000 where used for furniture, for half expenditures them. You know, again, like what the boy they talk no more so. And at this, many people they question where Africanist press don't pull. Because what you do, it don't look like say it go according to the law. It don't look like say it do according to the books. Because when they take money, when government your money they can, if you want to buy furniture, you don't forget a proper procurement process. All that one is not go through them. And according to Africanist press again, we see say plenty of the money away come out. Sometimes then double pay per one thing. So it's exaggerated one way or the other. So going forward, what thing will be your response to the people of Sierra Leone and to the people who get authority, including the Anti-Corruption Commission and other big agencies them now the country where they make sure say the money where we not taxpayer don't they pay to government use in the proper way. Waiting and response, waiting for the do by the entire for throw lights by this particular matter. I don't know waiting at the fact. Madam, make sure.
Well, you talk about anti-corruption when and then forget this responsibility for fight corruption in the country because this now corruption, you know. But when you look in other way around, anti-corruption, we did waste with time, they say anti-corruption. But at the end of the day, they're not they respond, they're not they fight the corruption of this government. You know, there are so many things that don't come up. When corrupt acts then we don't take place at this government where then they call anti-corruption for intervene, for investigate. We know they anything come out of it. Just look like that money where they talk about that bank where chief minister don't involve. We know anything come out of it. And this first lady now, as people like they say, and he don't be the president now. He don't take elections and vote for. So if anything we connect to them, an office say we dey try we own best for talk, but an office anti-corruption go ever step in for investigate, or even if they investigate, they don't ever come with positive results for we the people and for law satisfy. And they tell you, we not go ever. The only way this particular thing for happen, for take place, maybe now when government change. But as for now, what me they look at it, what me they see, na salon, how thing they go, an officer will ever get any results. To be honest, we don't ever get results. But we the people, Lord us continue for fight, let us continue for push, let us continue for make things right for we country because we love we country and we country not go to Sierra Leone. A lot ready for fight for people, let us continue that. But if we say everything our government, we not ever succeed. Look like instance, look like that Lance Minister or whatever, Sandy, where President Bio sacked because of corruptive acts where they happen like ministry. What did First Lady do? Now you don't with Sam, you don't work with Sam. You see, you don't work with Sam right now, you don't go to office. So now we just continue for push and put two things right to go find who factors there will put and right. But we don't ever get any positive from this government for we country for fight corruption. As long as now they own inside their own government, we not ever get any positive results. And they tell you.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Ekesho, for that excellent response. And again, I stress say, what Madam Ekesho they say, what me guess they say, na their own opinion. Now, I didn't see things. Maybe some of una in the chat room go disagree. But the only thing we learn for the agree and disagree peacefully. Let we know, say, all man, they see things from different angles. But let look at the issue. Let focus on the issue. And before I go any further, I want to tell una, say, I get big announcement for tell una. This platform here, so, this big platform at the Dell Now Media Empire, we don't operate over 3 years now. And we don't get over nearly 200,000 views na Facebook. We get an exclusive. We get a big interview this Saturday where they come. Saturday the 30th. The former flag bearer of the APC party, Dr. Matthew Wilson Kamara, go then at this platform here. So Saturday, 8 p.m. 8 p.m. on Saturday, go then at this particular platform inside this program here. So inside Salon. So please, wanna watch out for that program. That's a big exclusive. The former flag bearer of the APC and current also again flag bearer aspirant, sorry, go there now with platform on Saturday, this Saturday where they cancel the 30th of January 2021, 8 p.m. UK time and 3 p.m. Eastern time. So please, wanna watch out for that program. They urge you now we continue for share. Please, now we continue for share so that plenty people and they see the chat room don't they really fill up. Let plenty people then come. Maybe they directly to waiting there. We find people they also get for say in relation to this particular issue where Africanist press don't come up with. Because this not a we own investigative journalists them, people them, we don't look at them here thoroughly and they even give we then dissect the figures and then show we how money they come out. We go to First Lady. How they itemize up everything and show we. So we're very grateful to African press for that thorough investigative journalism day. Again, but as he said, the people's power. Over 3 billion loans was disbursed from the consolidated fund. We go to the First Lady. For the time they go launch that program day, we invite them, First Lady them, all our dignitaries them. For go launch the program in Sierra Leone. And don't forget, so this money will come out from consolidated fund. Because we also be know say there are other private donations to that program day. Do you think this is money well spent considering the situation where Salon Day? And but as he said.
Thank you very much. One thing where I want to say, before I come to that, one thing where I want to say, any president where they can a Salon, where he want for succeed, the first thing he for do, if for uphold the land in constitution, then a one. Then secondly, if you want for succeed, if for depoliticize the government institutions them, where depoliticize the government institutions them, they uphold the constitution, if follow waiting at the constitution, you not bastardize the constitution, you not change them, for let's shoot in comfort, definitely that leader there, he will succeed. If you depoliticize the government parastatals them, the government institution them, like the SCC, where we all know say now, the SCC 100%, they think about politics, you think about the SCC. And now let me tell Pambulem, let I tell listeners them, let I tell viewers them, the over $3 million where the Ministry of Finance pay direct to the First Lady, where that money they come out from the consolidated fund, where now you and I, the tax system, where government they put together, where thing government they get from other things them money then they, now the government put together so, for put them, now people at their accounts them, where by rights, them money then they know for them at their accounts then they. Now he make the SCC, we always they tell the SCC say, now selective corruption they pet. And indeed the SCC they pet selective corruption. And then TRA government they do so. They pay them money here. Now the First Lady account, then they are absolute corruption. We all knew that. We all know that. Say na corruption that one day. For even pay the money day, na corruption. We all see the applicants when they pull the report. Every blessed year, the First Lady they buy furnitures. He buy furnitures 2018. He buy furnitures 2020. And all the furnitures they have they buy so. Now one great company, now they buy all the furnitures they are. And by law, by right, If the government institution want for procure anything, they want for buy anything, then for do adverts, people and day, company them for day, wait them for bid, company them for day, wait for come, wait for win the contract. But in this case, the first lady case, we not see anything like that. Anything we want procure, anything you want buy, we not see them put on. Say the first lady in office, they want buy this, they want buy that day. Would they bid for the contract? Nobody absolutely, not a bid. Now one great company, now the first lady they deal with direct. It just they use the government money, how you want them, how you let them, how you want for do, without no due process. From the parliament now approve them money the day, like where they tell you the brother, everything absolutely, like what they show they talk yonder so. The ACC boss, we they tell people and say, now selective corruption, now the ACC they fetch. All them things here, the Africanists, whether they raise them points they also, other people them, now the world, whether they raise them people, that's they also. Not that the SEC no know. The SEC know exactly, it know clear, it know, it know. Now I make initially, I tell you, I say, when president was succeed, it a depoliticize the institution them. If the president will depoliticize the SEC in office, honestly, the SEC get the rights now, he get the mandates now, he get the power now for change the first lady. Them particular things they are so, their allegations they are so. What did the first lady do? Better that it come and pull it for people them. It come and cause people them. It tell people and say, would I know how for know this? Would I know how for do this? Let get out, which is wrong, which is bad, my brother. Until and unless we get people them. We get leaders them. When they depoliticize, we find institution them. When they come for uphold the constitution. If we not get them leader today, honestly, we're not going to succeed fight corruption. We're not going to succeed for fight hunger. We're not going to succeed for fight poverty. We're not going to even succeed for fight nothing. Absolutely, we're not going to succeed.
Okay, thank you very much once more again, Mr. Cisse. I mean, for your excellent response. And again, I want to say to brother and sister in the chat room. You know, some of them here, so they are unquestionable. You know, the people who do this particular investigative journalism, when Mr. Chernobyl and the Africanist press, we don't see when them pulling report there. We don't see First Lady Sesef kind of social media accept that yes, they get money in I take for pay for investment, I take for look after all those sorts of things. So in as much to the First Lady Sesef don't accept. And so some of these things are clear fact. I don't tell we say the investigation with them people that they do it thorough. And again, I want to say again, we're going to forget Mr. Chernobyl as well on this platform. So now look out for that one as well. The money says when they work for release the information there. So we all will get we're going to forget at this platform very soon. The date will come out very soon. It will come join at this platform. And like where I tell you no more, the Saturday when they come, Saturday the 30th of January 2021, the former flag bearer of the APC, of the APC party, and also aspiring flag bearer now for the APC party, when Dr. Matthew Wilson Kamara go there at this platform here, so 8 p.m. prompt. So please, wanna share the message and wanna stay tuned. Now can you read from people when a prominent people now we don't govern say I don't, and when they also look for government in the future. So please, wanna keep that date there, Saturday, and it will be 8 p.m. prompt, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Again, I want to return back to what we're talking here today. Very, very important topic. We all know, and I still emphasize on that. You know, the issues that were at hand now we country. The sister mentioned, Gigi Snow, say the former last minister, where they just on leave of duty. We don't know really why make them release, officially know why make them leave them of duty, but according to popular people now the country and social media, all but people not be let that man the job what they do. When and Dr. Dennis Sandy, now they will get information say they work with the first ladies. And that one in itself, a very conflicting. Madam, make sure you church program just no, but a very conflicting. Going forward, how would that give confidence to the people we the taxpayer, we the ordinary people where now we the government they represent. Now we put government in the power. How we go feel if this person and relieve him, the president relieve him from his job, Then suddenly we see they work with the first lady. It's very, very conflicting. Going forward, how would that give confidence to the people and say, yes, these people are there to work for the country? Madam So.
To be honest, I don't know. But as far as me know, Sierra Leoneans, them, let's say 70% of Sierra Leoneans, them, lose confidence by this government. From the time when they came into governance, from the time when they did into governance, when they take power, seeing what them they do in the country, 70% of Sierra Leoneans then go off them. The only Sierra Leoneans the way they support them, I don't know way believe say, then they reap under them, and then just believe in political party and individual. But as a true Sierra Leonean, whether you belong to a political party or not, you know they encourage them kind see how they go on to the country. To be honest, it just happens say Sierra Leone today, when you talk, when things go bad, then they say you belong to a political party. Then they go say, hey, but come out, now because of the opposition. Then they go say, now because he belongs to, now because you don't like this, now because they jealous this. But I don't see people that forget confidence by this particular thing where they go now with country. So to be honest with you, only those who they benefit from them, I will not believe saying in Sierra Leone, I will not believe in Sierra Leone. Now I don't go support what will happen. So as they can say, some people and they do good or you do bad and they support you. Anyhow you day, they support you. But me not feel say confidence they parents also, you know, because if somebody like this Sandy Gaia, now guy would for don't get rid of long time, you know. Now guy would for don't get rid of long time. Now this same Sandy Gaia where I believe say be worked at the past government. Now this same corruptive acts immediately do they when make them sack them. Then pick up back, then put them on them governments because then take us and they all belong and then party, then get a job. It don't cause so much pain to people in our country. They what we they see on social media, people they cry for them property, people they cry for what they do to people in our country. They, you know, then President Bio say enough is enough. He sack him, but when he sack him, we don't understand back saying I deal with the first lady. You don't get a job like office or whatever, and until you work. And what's back we don't understand say because you know on social media, something you can say something and lie, but when you look at true, we know they underrate social media. Social media can do anything. They bring all kind of information can to we. So say if you come with 100 information, out of that 100, 80% are true, now 20 are false. We understand back say some of the land where be they sell, now here the first lady be they laced together, the first lady and they. With all incident they, you know, to be honest, if this government can't say the first corruption, but what's in the happen, even worse past what's in the past government be they do. And this particular government, me not see democracy. I don't see democracy by this government. To be honest, I don't care what people are going for feel, how people are going for tag me tomorrow, but me not see democracy na ya. I don't see democracy na ya so. You know, our governments go kind of all man they do what if you do in your ministry. All man they do what if you do side the work. All man are controller. All man are president. All man are governor in your area where it is. Nobody know where they come up for say something. Look like the first lady. There are so many jobs where for do. The first lady don't know in job. It just take and say an opportunist. If you got opportunities, therefore grab them. Because there are so many things where for do in that country that's the first lady. Picking in the street, they suffer. Picking in the street, people in the street, they don't get nothing. But continue for do. If not factory stuff, that money we don't waste where you say he spend for buy tickets, flight tickets for people for camper, for answer for our girls. If now something in a money we don't get, it's got for do something. Let left that legacy in our country for help people them, help young youth them. You know, if it be better. But me not what they do. You know, just today, I'm not even listening audio in video where I just hear me brother Emmanuel in France where make an audio. They debunk on a video, but they say one pick where they married by whatever. I don't even listen and make an online powder. When they ask them, he say they go police. Not in job dandy. But he say he fight for answer for our girls. He not be no say answer for our girls, not say even in your job dandy. They got ministry for deal with that kind of thing in there. To be honest, I don't feel say this woman know what they do. If I be fighting against somebody where they wait for teacher, wait for know, for practically know what the first lady capable of doing. Because if you look at the whole of West Africa, even the whole of Africa, you don't ever see first lady like a Fatima Bio. To be honest.
Okay,
so talk because it's just shameful and disgraceful.
Okay, Madam Shaw, thank you very much again for that you excellent response. And again, the first lady not there for just in the defense no more. I want to say maybe the first lady come with that initiative. There were plenty of people in support them. Yes, them thing they can follow another ministry, but the first lady can able buttress and for support and make sure say bring awareness to that. So the issue to many people it's not about the program itself. The program Answer for Gas could be used for the betterment of the people of Sierra Leone.
But if I be a supportive, if I support whosoever then try for bring initiate that good gesture there for the beginning of the country. If I be a supportive as a first lady, if not a motive,
absolutely.
If I be a supportive, to be honest.
Okay, absolutely, Madam Ekesho. And again, now make I will begin this program. I coach waiting for my president.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
He say elections have consequences. So this now for the people that make they do them here, only they do no more for play. We they bring talent here so for let people they know what's in the happen in our country. So tomorrow people then go get all the knowledge and know what's in the happen and they go make the right decision. Because when you not participate by elections for vote the right people them in, then you get all of these issues arise, you know. So election get consequences. I hope say most people where they listen in program here will take that idea and make sure say yes. Not to say no more say, oh, I don't want the politics this, politics that. We all get for the politics. You want some more, you know, want some more politics that affect you. Because when you pick go school safe, the decision them for you picking school one be made by politics. You food where they go buy today, you rest where they go buy whatever for cook and host, that decision for how much you go buy that rest, how much you not buy the rest, is made by politics. So everything what they do is intertwined with politics. So do you have another say, we're not a mix for politics. We go for make sure say, we listen, we look at all the things, different angles, when election come, we try for vote the people who feel say, to best of our ability, we're able to do something for that country today. Regardless of the relationship, we'll get them with them people, regardless of if you be brother at the same village, you come on at the same tribe, it doesn't matter. Let's look for somebody where I know say this person, if I put him under, he will able to do something good for the country. Because when the country suffer, we always suffer one way or the other. So that the advice now, they only continue for give people. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to acknowledge few people at the chat room because we don't get plenty comments them. Mr. Ibrahim Sise, Mr. Sedu Bari, Mr. Tommy M. Safa, and so many others, Mr. Johnny, Mr. Trusin, and so many others. Really, I'm not going to read on a comment also because the comments are plenty. And we get time limitation here, so not able to read all the comments. Some of the comments are skeptical, some are supportive, but now so we tell this platform. We in this platform, a platform for all Sierra Leoneans. We're very objective, we're very open. We let people come, speak their opinion, look at what's in the happen at the country, and you be the judge for yourself. So again, one thing I want to announce to now, maybe we're not in the chat room right now, we're going to help for spread the message. The former flag bearer of the APC party, when I also aspiring flag bearer for this coming 2023, when a Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara get for dinner at this platform here, so this Saturday when they come, 8 p.m., Saturday the 30th of January, 8 p.m. UK time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Please, we not join we because now the people that they will be done there in governance, now people that they will likely for there in governance tomorrow, so no can hear waiting and get for talk about we country. Waiting the happen in our country today and how they see we country going forward tomorrow. So please, una share that message. We appreciate you now. We also the urge una say, una go now, una subscribe now YouTube page. Then and now Media Empire will get thousands of interviews them already. The likes of Adam Macaulay, the likes of so many other personalities them who don't interview them at this particular platform. Very, very interesting discussion them and debates and don't go through on this platform. So please, una go now YouTube page, una subscribe. We have access to all them videos and the hotel so. And again, we also want to make know say this platform here so get for Brinkam, Chemnoba Incessive. This man will do this investigative But many people that acclaim and say, don't do a wonderful job for bringing Kalentia out to we, that we all know. Mr. Sisse, going further, the first day in INSESF, I remember one long video we don't make long ago say, Salon government they pay him, nobody they pay him, he no go put the money. I think if you do that interview there, one other side where he say, he no go put the money for spend because government they pay and they get nothing. He no go put the money for go put lights, na Bo and Kenema. So now the first thing I don't admit now to we say, actually they pay money. So what time you take for that side? Because many people they say, but first thing we say no they pay money. Oh. Now it says don't admit say they pay money. Either for expenditure, whatever I want to do, but them they pay money. So how does that look to the first lady going forward?
In the first place, it is a shame. It is a shame to the first lady. If we not be get people them, where they investigate them matter they are, or if we not be get people them, where they bring them documents they are so, or if we will not be get people them, or if we will not be get people them like the African is pressed, where then they go all out for less citizens and Sierra that they know how government they run, or if we not be get the institutions they are so.
Oh, Mr. Sisse, you line the play again a little bit. The line they play, I think say.
Up to this time, as they speak, the first lady for the top say, you know, they get nothing from government. In fact, nobody no employ the first lady. In fact, nobody not tell the first lady, say let people in Academy get light. For let make people in Academy get light. For let make people in Aboto Pujon get light. Or even people who reside in the Western area. For let them get light. This government not employ the first lady. The first lady by right in nobody na payroll. Now this government don't can legitimate announce to them. Say the first lady for the get subvention. The first lady they for the allocate in your budget to them. Where this budget channel they go through parliament. This budget they go through parliament at all. Yes, indeed, my brother, if you ask me, the first lady, he took him. He said, no go take out of your money for let people in Academy get light. You know, go take out of your money for let the arena they get light. But the government, they take money, give for let flourish in life. They take money and give for let better in family. But you not get money for let go get light. You not get money for let Kenema get light. You not get nation. Whereby right, not only the only first lady in this country, we don't bring programs in. If I can take family way back, when the first lady bring an initiative, after where everything go through, what he do? He take the project, he hand that over to the government. When the former first lady, when I see Anyamako Oma, this free care, what would they be?
Okay, Mr. Sisse, they get problem with your line. They get problem with your line. I think say will they move forward first? Maybe you go able to join back later. Will they get problem with your line? Ladies and gentlemen, I want Steve for maybe this announcement.
This weird care, what they you show? This weird care, what they see show? Now the one party pioneer that one and day. Now the one party architect that one and day. Now the one brave that one and day. Behind that, do as responsible woman. What he do as responsible when he get that project say, when the project go through, what he do?
Oh, sorry, I think we don't finally lost the people's power, Mr. Ibrahim Sisse. Maybe we will join with later with a passionate response. We like a passionate response. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to confirm to again say the former APC flag bearer and presidential aspirant, Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara, go then at this platform. Go then at this platform Saturday, this Saturday when they cancel the 30th of January 2021. So please now stay tuned for that particular program at 8 p.m. prompt to get for B, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And also, don't forget say Mr. Cherno Bassesef of the Africanist Press, again for coming here sometime maybe next week. We will keep you informed because this platform now for all Sierra Leoneans is open for all man. So now I make very objective now. They see things and really debate them openly and objectively to the best of our ability. I know say some people then go say, okay, fine for talk about First Lady, the First Lady, this and that. We're not here to criticize First Lady, but now we responsibility for now we ask key questions them. If Africanist president come out in here saying that so plenty baby money, they don't pay them to First Lady where they against what's the procedures them where sets now the 2016 Public Finance Management Act when our government them they work with in terms of how for pay money, how for do procurement, because when they see when government buy something and then just got promo give somebody go buy them. They make sure say they put out a table for procurement. People go through the proper process and make sure say they get them, they get the bid, put them bid them in the successful bid, then get the contract. But in this case, we not see and we not say money they come on the consolidated fund according to the same Public Finance Act here. So then they go through Parliament for nobody them or Parliament for approve them or whatever. But we not see them all at this process. So we not just can't say, oh, they bash at anybody, you bash at the First Lady, we hate the First Lady. Not at all. Not at all. This platform not answer. This platform they talk about issues them we're really open and clear. Really open and clear and fair. And if things and the way them people they don't do enough fine Sierra Leone and them Africanist president whether they're exposed, we have to talk about them because it's very important. And when I say like what the brother they say, First Lady says we don't talk say government the PM. Now we don't can say instead they don't accept say it's government the PM. So that instead say we don't conflict waiting and they tell we. So if people then feel say we cannot to bash at First Lady or waiting, that is not the case at all. We're very objective on this platform. We allow people to say their opinion and say things as how they see them. It's very important, ladies and gentlemen. So, Mr. She said, you don't come back,
Yes, loud and clear, definitely, my brother, loud and clear.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. You're welcome back. Thank you very much. And again, going forward, Madam Ekesho, what's in now your overall assumption in terms of many people they say this borders to corruption, what's happening with the First Lady, all them payments they are so we not go through the proper due process. It borders within corruption. And so people they say where people want to opponent to government, anything about corruption, they see the anti-corruption commissioner, they gap, talk about them, the whole thing about them. But when there's something within the government's own side, like OBC, where that 2019 audit report come out, when they talk about missing computers, them talk about billions and billions of leons them disappear. Where Nanakovac will be responsible for this COVID business, all the money disappear. 30 days, we know nothing about them. We know any thorough process where they go and update we say yes, they need to investigate them thoroughly and they don't call people them for account or for at least can get a statement. So going forward, do you think say the people them could get confidence by this corruption, anti-corruption body will get our country, looking at the 2019 audit report where they don't come out all NCR where they happen? Madam Shaw?
No. They don't got confidence in the anti-corruption office. And Mr. not got confidence in them. And even facts, the anti-corruption safe, the office is safe, corrupt. Because the SEC boss, when the anti-corruption, where they deal with anti-corruption, instead of being they put her in corruptive way. They put her they impose and they in corruptive way. So instead of corrupt. So like instead of your position yourself corrupt because you not deserve to get that position there. And secondly, what's the happen at the country? People do not get confidence in them because what they happen at the country, they do nothing. Before that, they come out, any Ben Kelfala, they defend the wrongdoing of what they happen at the country, of what the government they do. They ever act. They ever say anything. For that, they don't turn defender and they defend it now. So people don't get confidence at all. They don't get confidence by this anti-corruption, to be honest. And as I say earlier on, Yala no go face corruption there until maybe another government come. You look into all what they go on so right now. But for saying now, they don't ever face corruption that our government did. Because they all are the same people, they don't ever face corruption. They rather go after other people, but they don't ever face corruption at the government. You know? So, to be honest, people don't get confidence in anti-corruption. They lose confidence in it. You go get people who go support them, though. As I say, people don't support them because they benefit from them. They do with them because the party picking them. Then they support individual. But as a true Sierra Leonean, we get sense of in country, go lost confidence in the anti-corruption office in Sierra Leone. Because the whole administration of that country, they only few when are not going I don't call about as far as me know, corruption they go too much in that country for now. The country corrupts. Corruption they do too much. So for me, people don't go lost confidence in the anti-corruption. You know, they do the right thing.
Okay, so for that, you sharp response. I mean, like what's in the sister bit for talk, he mentioned about the procedure where the anti-corruption commissioner himself was appointed. Many people in the dispute and say, you know, we don't serve the amount of time where you're supposed to serve for qualify. We I think they say that 10 years, I think the sister bit for highlight. That is another valid point. But then another discussion for another time. Mr. Cisse, the people's power. Again, the same question they go to you. You don't see the 2019 audit report where come out, where Papala money they lost. I mean, 177 billion disappear. Then you get separate money back when disappear Nandakovac. And 30 days, we not able to see. We see people and go to all laptop, them all and laptop, they wire, one generator, all kinds of, but we not able to see any action yet where the Anti-Corruption Commissioner don't take. We're going to give you confidence away to the Anti-Corruption Commissioner is really ready for fight corruption. Not all people are already against in government, that the number they target. Where corruption can the other side, it really shows say yes, it targets them back on your own base. But we not see that. What's now you take on that particular issue there? Because up to now, we're not getting nothing, and we don't get 2018 where over 141 billion disappear. Now 2019, over 177 disappear, nothing. And with man, he said justice delays, justice denied. What's now you take, my brother? Again, I think we don't lose people's power again, Mr. Abraham Cisse, we don't lose them again, but maybe they go try for January back. And what they try for say, Mr. Cisse, you there, Iwi? Hello, Mr. Cisse, Iwi? Or Iwi right now. What do you mean they try for say? Is 2018 report we don't come out. What the Auditor General tell we say, over 141 billion when a cash unaccounted for. Then the Anti-Corruption Commission will tell we say they investigate, they look into her. Now we then at 2021. 30 they will not know how that money they go yet. All the money and what's happy because don't forget to. And with man and get sense when they talk that talk.
Yeah,
okay, Mr. Sele, get me now.
Yeah, they get you loud and clear, please.
Okay, like if any question, you want me to for ask you. I say, we don't see audit report on common for 2018, where over 141 billion was unaccounted for, cash unaccounted for. We are really Anti-Corruption Commissioner say it is by investigator. Now, other one come out 2019, over 170 something billion unaccounted for, forget about even NACOVAC young folks. Anti-Corruption Commissioner say it is by investigator. But now we're at 2021. So, I mean, what's in the delay? For now, we don't see, say, people when they accuse or departments when they say money missing, Sierra Leone they expect, say, at least the commissioner will call them, say, but we can't explain to we how the money are missing. Is this commissioner in your fight against corruption very selective for the target people where they're in opposition or people who are not support in government? But when it comes to young government and people who work within government, nothing seems to be happening. Always the investigation they come to an end. What's that you take on that side?
Definitely. Definitely, that one day na lip service. As I dey talk to you, as I dey tell you, that one day na lip service. The big fish them, they need to go after the big fish them. Now the small one them, then they target, like the teachers, then they target them, like the vulnerable workers them, when are the civil servants them, when are they even and 1 million per month, when are they even and 800,000 per month. Now then they target. We see where they allege say teachers them, we don't cheat for over 20 years, for over 15 years. They allege say they involved in examination malpractice. We see what the SCC boss do. The SCC boss take them where they not convict them. They don't find the one thing. They don't find the guilt yet. The SCC boss take them, go put them aside. Now 43, it puts them bang ode, all mercy, Ekesho, USSFC, preach we all day. We see what happen on that day. Now 43, where this is just an allegation. Where they allege say, then teacher they involved in examination malpractice. We see the ACC board Ben Kelfala. Take 10 teachers there so. He go put them. Since when the SLPP government came, 2018, April 4, we don't lost over 317 billion loans. Now this government don't lost. Now it's a lot of people that don't lost. Now it don't go so. Nobody, absolutely, nobody know the way the SCC boss hold. Nobody know the way the SCC boss called. Nobody know the way the SCC boss put behind bars. Nobody know the way the SCC called for interrogate. 2018, over 140 billion. 2019, over 177 billion. Waiting will happen 2020. Fumble them. Who now they listing? Who now they viewers them? Who now they follow the trend? Now this country, now selective corruption. Now the SCC they fed. The SCC they target the opposition people then. The SCC they target the opposition party. The SCC they target people that will not belong to the SLPP. The SCC they target people that will not to President Bio influence them. Will not to the first influence them. If they target the small fish them, the little one them, the cockroach them, the arata them. Now then the SCC they target the kuta them, the big cow them, the big tipman them, where they tip billions of loans. The SCC they target them. The SCC they come after them. The SCC they interrogate them. The SCC they investigate them. The SCC they invite them. Now SCC for let them explain how, what to make, their names them, their ministries them, their departments them, their agencies them, what to make their agencies they are so, what to their names them go do at the Auditor General's report. Or if we get a vibrant SCC, or if we get an SCC, when not talk to politics, business in the part, or if we get an SCC, where you really can perfect for the people. Now I make where they call himself say, in are the people's commissioner. Now I make how they tell them, at your they tell them say, you not to the people's commissioner, you na SLPP commissioners, you they fight against the state. Because you go to that office day, like what the sister say, like what the Ekesho say. In fact, the way and manner, how he entered that office day, he entered the office through the back door. He entered the office through the window, through corruption. Because the SCC boss will be there by law, constitutionally, and contract not ended, and contract not finished, waiting the president do. He can't and
the people's power they get
forceful one. He pull up unconstitutional. He come and he replace her with Ben Kelfana because he know say when Ben Kelfana can't there, Ben Kelfana as president. Now what do they want as a political party? Now what do they want as a government? Now Ben Kelfana they do. But by law, what did the constitution tell me? What did the laws they tell me? The SCC they work. What did President Bio want? The SCC they work. What did the SLPP want? The SCC they work. What did the government want? Now what did the law books they say? Now what did the constitution say? The mandate, where they have the power for let it do certain things then. Now what did they want for let it do, now for do. Not to what did President Bio want, not to what did party want, not to what did if for do. Now what did the constitution tell them for do? The powers them, what they can, now that things they need to do. Over 300 billion euros, less than 3 years. Now don't lost in this country. Nobody, absolutely, the SCC was not all. Not even cockroach. Nobody know they be embarrassed. Nobody they know investigate. Where we see teachers them, where they just allegedly, they they're involved in examination malpractice.
That just interjects for only for playing the devil's advocates on the SEC's anti-corruption commissioner inside. Inside, don't recover billions and billions of leons. Where I think over 20-something billions leons, we don't recover. They say people they pay, so they recover, they don't give that money to presidents. So for play, I don't know what you quantify that one day, and you passionate response with the almost of billions of leons that we don't lose.
According to what he said, that's exactly what he told us. That's exactly what he represents to the president. How true it is. See, I don't know, they ask them questions, they ask so. How true it is. SEC not for white behind closed door. SEC not for day in isolation. Let them publish them people where they pay them money. Them people where they go after. We need to know them. You and I for know them people they are. Wait till they pay. Wait till they pay. But now documents there you today, they see that they hand over to the SEC, to the president. Now check who they see that they hand over to the president. How true it is. Waiting at the proof. For proof saying that this kind of money, now you don't collect. Now this kind of money, now you don't take. It's over 300 billion dollars from 2018, 2019. Them money I don't lost. In order to come out and even invite anybody, absolutely, in fact, what's in the SEC they do? Now the SEC now defend the government officials them. When they allege say the chief minister involved in corrupt practices, what's in the SEC boss room, brother? He come out and defend them. He come out and talk for them and make sure say he free, he go court free. Mind you, now this same chief minister then at Kenema and tell we say if you corrupt 1%, believe you me, he said not to corruption. You and I know. He said it na Kenema. He said they give you a project, you do 99% of that project say. The 1%, if you take them, you put it in your pocket, that they're not to corruption. Absolutely, that statement therefore alone don't do for let President Bio Sacramento. That statement say, don't do for let that man be out of office now. So we not see nothing, absolutely. What did the SEC boss they do? The SEC they do nothing. Now selective corruption effect. And indeed, you and I know say, now selective corruption effect, it target the opposition.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Thank you very much for your passionate response. And I like the way they respond because you see the passion, say, you talk for the interest of the country, which is very, very good. And again, at least I try for tell people in Fambulen, you know, we all Sierra Leoneans. Now, God help we don't get social media platforms. Go for the all the people where they govern, we accountable. We not we continue for do that. We not we do that. Now, you know me say, we not get work for do. We get plenty thing for do. But this don't become a responsibility. And I will write for now we do that because what you do, tomorrow, picking a great can picking them. Go and ask about people, them, grandpa, them, grandmama, them. What them they do for we? How they left this country? So that is very, very important what they do so because for all people them accountable for bring up issues them to the public, for make sure so we sensitize the people and what they happen in our country from different perspectives. We can get people now they come and they talk for government, we get people they talk for opposition, we get people from different aspects of this platform. I think that is very, very good. And I will continue for doing. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I want inform I keep for informing because I believe this is a very, very big interview. Now an exclusive. This Saturday they come, Saturday the 30th of January 2021. We get the former flag bearer and presidential aspirant, Dr. Samora Matthew Wilson Kamara, na this platform here so Saturday 8 p.m. prompt. I believe say na a particular interview that one no go one miss. So please, we must scatter the message. And again, I tell you sometime next week, we will get Mr. Cheno Bar na this platform where he says will come. In fact, he will do more investigation them, more expose them, where he will bring come, where even he say get things them will link directly to the anti-corruption commissioner. So all linking and they una stay tuned na this particular platform, una go can read them na yaso. Again, we tell una thank you plenty. Una plenty contribution na the chat room. And from Bobolobo, Mariam Ibrahim, Mike Johnson, Ibrahim Sisse, and Pamela Jia, Mariam Ibrahim, many people, many contributions. Where I'm not going to read now, say, as I read them, it will take forever. And as soon as I know program, we're not this particular program not in tap too long. Now the try for come summarize. Today, now one thing we deal with, we just bring out other things there because we know when we talk about Salone, we not bring out the fight against corruption. The fight against corruption, we say, now the flagship policy of this government. But what people they see now, they say, boy, we not accuse the previous government saying they corrupt. But the money will be lost more, will be lost first time, and money they lost now, and then they compare. Now they get the money they lost more than triple what they lost first time. So that complication, I mean, that the irony is really, really open for let everybody see. Now I make any time they talk, they must highlight and be here because most of them here linked and connected to the terms of corruption. Madam, making sure, as I say, wait, man, you say all good things must come to an end. We the part right now for wrap up for this program today. And again, I want to thank you because our contribution has been immense. We have fine people, we have patriotism, we have people who like our people and like our country. Where we are tinap and we are passionate for talk for our country. That is very, very important and welcome to this platform. So, Madam, making sure all these things don't discuss about the first lady, them money there, money them pay, money no pay, and how we see what's don't go, what's not happen, all the things in there. I want you to summarize what you message to people in a salon. So the first lady, to people who are there in authority, when for looking to them here, what will be your final message to the all?
Well, me like to the first lady, but anyway, me no want to say message to the first lady because the first lady in the first place, you know, they listen and they hear what's they go on, but then they do what they feel for do. Like not to person where they listen to the public or listen to criticism. You just want for do what you for do. What you do what you for do, at the end of the day, they give back talk or you give free talk. You know, the only thing as a Sierra Leoneans, we like the country, we don't believe in political party. It believes the salon they put before. Lord, we just continue the fight against democracy, against corruption at the country. Lord, just stand, we stand. Lord, just continue for push. Because to be honest, with all this thing, this corruptive acts where they take place in our country there, for now, we're not going to forget no good results. At the town for free. We will talk no more for at least let the world and the public know saying that this thing go on our country. This thing really, really money away, the pain way. But we're not gonna forget any results from this thing. Because this corruption business in our country for now, we're not gonna forget any good results. As my brother be the stages now, they left the big fish there, the big cow there, then they go after them small mina, that they go all for corruption, you know. Me just to tell me people no more still will just continue for fight for democracy, fight against corruption. Lord, we just continue for the social media. Lord, they pump the message. People in the out there in the area, they listen to me. Because the only sad part in the country right now, they don't allow people to come on and treat, for demonstrate, for protests in the country, for talk with the happen in the country. They don't allow people in where you want to do this, then say this, you know. That's the only sad part. Because that's the only way people in for express themselves. So the government say this thing all right, this way to go on. Don't just continue the fight. Now that's what me just see. Because to be honest, if we still wait for anti-corruption for this fight for we now, we're not get no good results. And they continue, we're not ever get good results, to be honest, because the anti-corruption deal with the government. And the government and they put the anti-corruption there. So society, the whole thing just complicates and the whole thing just mix up are we. Society is sorry for we in our country. We're not going to ever get good results, man. Lord just continue the fight. As a Sierra Leonean, Lord put the country first. Lord forget about individual, Lord forget about party. Lord fight, Lord continue for fight for democracy. Lord continue for fight for the country. Lord continue for fight for corruption. We also, at the end of the day, we're not going to forget anything come out of it because the anti-corruption deal with the government. So now the only thing we get for say no more.
Okay, thank you once more very much, Madam A.K. Shaw, for your brilliant contribution tonight, and we appreciate you greatly. We say we're gonna find people and we tell you thank you plenty for that. And People's Power, Mr. Ibrahim Sise, we appreciate you as well greatly for your passionate response. I don't show say yes, you really get passion for your country. You want your country for move forward. Today we don't cover plenty topic now. We touch on all waiting not happen, waiting the expose where the African Express don't do in relation to the First Lady in office. And obviously, we don't also touch a little bit how these things are intertwined into corruption and all the other things relating to the Anti-Corruption Commissioner. For summarize, what's your message? So we all Sierra Leoneans, and to people that are in governance, people who are in governance, and everybody Sierra Leone, where they listen you today, where they listen, we all, where they watch this program live, and we're going for subsequently watch this program. What's your final message to the all? Mr. Sederimi?
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm waiting. I get you loud and clear. So the question where you say, now you the type of tell me we need for summarize and all. So my own summary and my last word to people them, the one the way then our offices them way the people of Salondo and trust them for run their offices the day. Media appeal to them and they talk to them. Let them work as the citizens. Let them work as Sierra Leoneans. Then let them work for the president. Or neither, then they work for the party where puts a day. Then they work for people, and then they work for Sierra Leoneans. Then they work for citizens. Because the citizens, they give them the practice the day. They're not deputies of the ACC. We all don't know, say, citizens and Sierra Leoneans, they don't lose confidence in the ACC. Especially the Africanists, they all the reports where they come out, people waiting at the social media, when at social media activists, them, they report and find this investigation, things they do, where all the commoners don't show the weakness of the ACC, don't make a clear picture, don't show clearly say the ACC really. They work for the president, they work for the people, they will be advocate for yesterday, for let get that job there. Now, they're your interest in the work for, but in they work for the interest of Sierra Leoneans. In they work for the interest of Ireland. In they work for the interest for let this country push go before. Waiting in the work for, now for go and catch the small rats and cockroach them, small fish them. But now for run after the opposition them. So at the appeal to citizens them, let them continue for follow this program. Let them continue for watch this program. If they want to get news, information, everything what really happen in that country in a salon.
Thank you very much, Mr. People's Power, Mr. Ibrahim Sise. You let them go back down, but we don't get the gist.
Let them continue for follow this program and return them. Let them cautious, let them be careful, let them out.
Okay, thank you once more. Thank you once more. I think you line on they go bad, but we don't get the central theme of your message. And again, now I begin this topic, I tell people they say election get consequences. Nobody knows say I want to pay politics, I know they want to pay politics, not this, politics, not that. We are all either directly or indirectly they pay politics. All man they pay politics. So now we will continue for the online debate there, talk about the issues there. So all people government accountable. Going forward, that is very important so that we will make the right choice come tomorrow for elect people. We go get confidence in. Say yes, we will deliver for you. So as we can now round up at this program, I want once more again, remind you all at the chat room, I want to thank you plenty for an absolute brilliant contribution there. When I debate all at the chat room, I want to say this Saturday when they come, the 30th of January 2021, we get the former flag bearer and presidential candidates when I aspiring flag bearer again for the main opposition APC party, Dr. Samura Matthew Wilson Kamara go then at this platform. I believe say most of them go 1 year waiting for country. So please, una stay tuned. Una watch out for that particular program. There it will be 8 p.m. prompt British time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Una share the message as well. And I return back say, we're going to forget the Africanist press in the man himself, Chelo Jalo, we're going to forget this platform sometime next week. We're going to watch out for that particular space as well. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the platform. We'll get some getting and find people fantastic debate and contribution they don't can make now. Madam Ekeso, Mr. Ibrahim Sise, the People's Power. I want to tell you all thank you plenty. Una all back, I want to tell you thank you plenty. And please do not forget for go on our YouTube page and on our subscribe. We get thousands and thousands of videos of previous interviews that we don't do. And this one, so I don't watch, so I watch and they back. So all them videos in the day, please do not continue for subscribe. And we not continue for support and stay tuned to this particular program here. Me will bring content on this program here, so me na Mohamed Kamara, but popularly known as Supermed. And this program, the program we call Inside Salon today. This platform, na the then and now media empire. We say tata to una all. Now we chat room, and we say tata to we brilliant guests them today. Una thank you very much, and may God bless we all. May God bless we country.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.